Hey, you tuned into the Keep It Real show. I'm your host, Deontay Love, and I'm sitting right here with Meca Jett, man. Everybody done seen her out in the city, but I want her to introduce herself and tell everybody in the city who she is and what it is she's doing.
All right, I want to thank my cousin Deontay for having me on the Keep It Real show. My name is Meca Jett, and what I do out here, I'm all about saving our youth by any means. So we got to get out here, we got to wrap our arms around our youth. What I do, I go out here, I speak in schools, I speak on street corners, wherever I see youth at, or wherever the youth is at, that's where I'm at. Like I said, I'm all about saving these youth. Every time you turn on the TV, somebody getting gunned down. It got to stop. And if it takes me to get out here and do what I got to do to save our youth, that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I do.
Right, man. And it's a shame out here that Meca's the first person to come on the show and talk about stopping the violence, man. A lot of people out here, a lot of people want to do music, and a lot of people want to do a lot of things, but no one's focused on the youth like Meca has. Now, I wanted to ask you some questions, Meca, a little bit about how you grew up, a little bit about, just let the people know a little bit about you. Tell them how you grew up with both parents in the home and things like that.
Okay, I grew up, first off, both parents was not in the home. I had my mom, so my mom is my mother and my father. Also, my mother is my best friend. She did a wonderful job. There was 6 of us. She raised all 6 of us. It wasn't a day we didn't go without no food, a roof over our head, or no clothes on our back. We wasn't rich, but we wasn't, my mama made sure that we had what we need. We didn't have the Jordans and all that, but we had the necessities and the things that get us to where I am today. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate my mother, and I want to let my mother know I love her. Today is even her birthday, so happy birthday, Mama, and I love you.
Happy birthday, Aunt Sherry, out there to you. I know you probably see this and it's already passed, but much love out to our Aunt Sherry. This is her daughter right here,
yes,
and she's
yes.
saying happy birthday to her mother on her birthday. You can't get much better than that, man. It's the Keep It Real show, and we're gonna be right back with more Meca Jett right after this video.
All right.
Beautiful, cuz. We're gonna keep the tape rolling.
Okay, let's go.
So I ain't gotta get up and stop it. Now I'll get up. Now I'll say. Now I'll ask. Now tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit about the foundation that you started, and then you can go into what I started. Or I can just. I'll just say. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on.
Okay.
All right. Tell me a little bit more about what you got going on.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Hey, you tuned into the Keep It Real show. I'm your host, Deontay Love, and I'm sitting right here with Meca Jett, an advocate for the streets that's telling you everything that you need to do to help move our children on to the next level, because we grew up a little bit different than a lot of kids out here. A lot of kids have these things, and a lot of kids have these issues. A lot of kids out here, you're blessed because your mama done went and got you some Jordans. She done went and got you all these things that we never had. We had a video game that went bloop, bloop, and y'all get the world, so you need to cut that out. Tune in to what Miss Meca Jett's saying, and she gonna tell you a little bit about what she got going on right now.
What I got going on is an organization. I'm the founder of Team Marco. How this started, my brother was murdered on Christmas Day of 2002, and that ripped me apart right there. And when I say it ripped me apart, it literally ripped me apart. And just like everybody else, I was ready to put on my ninja suit and go kill these niggas. But I had to get back to the reality that the revenge is in the hands of the Lord. So what I did, I took that negative energy and turned it into a positive way and started something in remembrance of my brother. And it's called Team Marco. His name was DeMarco Williams. He was murdered on December 25th of 2002. And what Team Marco stands for is making a radical change outdoor. And the reason why it came together like that, God gave it to me, but that's what it's going to take out here to change these outdoors. It's going to take a radical change, and I'm willing to be a part of that radical change. And like you heard before, what I said, wherever I can see a group of young men, women, or whatever the case may be, I get out, I encourage them. Some people are afraid to, even go up to these group of men, group of women, whoever the case may be. They're afraid, but you can't be afraid. It takes a village, and it still takes a village. Back then when I was coming up, it took a village to raise a child, and I'm willing to be a part of that village. And sometimes all it takes is for us to encourage these children, let them know somebody cares another way. Our children are lost out here. They don't have the right direction. They don't have the right guidance. So let's all jump on board and give them the right guidance, the right direction, even if it's a friendly hello. What can I do for you today? Or whatever the case may be. We never know how much encouragement it takes or go a long way for our youth. And like I said, that's all they need nowadays is a little bit of encouragement and for them to know that somebody cares. We got children raising children. We got children without their parents. And we got children that just grew up in the same environment that their parents grew up in. And I just want to break the generational curse because it can happen. Change is possible, and prayer works. So that's what I do. I stay in my prayer closet because I know prayer changes things, and it can happen. And I'm willing to be a part of this radical change to help these youth. Without them, we don't have no future.
Right. And a lot of people just don't get it. I mean, I see a lot of kids out here, and they all, they looking for some direction. They see me out there, and they understand that I'm on TV and I can help them. But a lot of people that ain't like me, that ain't like Meca, they scared to go say what's up to their own brother. They'll walk past their own brother without giving them a what's up, how you doing, and all that. Cause you never know when somebody just might need to talk. What's wrong with just opening up your heart for just a few minutes out here, man? It's the Keep It Real show, and we're gonna have more with Meca Jett right after this video. That was perfect, Meca. That was perfect. Now, when we come back, I'm going to talk about some of the things I saw you do on YouTube, which is coming up to the kids. I'm going to ask you, tell me a little bit about the mindset when you go to approach these kids. Maybe you could help people kind of ease their mind when they get ready to approach these kids. Because a lot of people, when they approach the kids, they like, damn, is this little nigga going to shoot me, or is this little nigga going to go off when I'm talking to him, or what? So I'm going to ask you to tell me a little bit about the mindset.
Okay.
All right?
Waters.
Last one on the table.
Well, we get to it first. And like that.
Look at Bill trying to build it. That was
It's already over.
Oh, it's already over. That's fucked up. Hey, you tuned into the Keep It Real show. I'm your host, Deontay Love, and I'm having my mind blown with all the education from Team Marco and Meca Jett right here, telling me about all the things that she's done to approach the children and give them a little bit of advice on which way they need to turn in life, and a little bit of help out there and a little conversation, man. So I wanted to ask you, look, when you approach these children, a lot of people are afraid because they think that they may get shot, or they may think that, the kid's packing, or the kid gonna just bust out in a wild attitude. But tell me a little bit about how you approach that and your mindset when you get ready to get out the car and approach these youth.
Okay, first off and foremost, before I even leave my house or whatever the case may be, I start off with prayer, because I'm out here and I'm trying to do God's work, and this is a part of God's business, saving our youth, those His children as well. So what I do, I pray and I give it to God. And once I'm en route, is my mind gone, because I'm thinking about getting out here and saving these youth. So as soon as I get out that car, I'm ready to go to war. And when I say I'm ready to go to war, by any means, if it takes it, I gotta die to get out here and save these youth, because it ain't about me. It ain't about me. I don't have any youth. I don't even have any children. It's about these children out here, that don't got no guidance, that don't got no parents, or whatever the case may be. They don't even have parents, but the parents don't have time. So I'm that parent to step in, or whatever the case may be, and tell them it's a better way. I done been on scenes where it's been guns. I done been on scenes where even in the middle of it, it's been gunshots. But through that, cause I tell myself I'm out here for the right reasons. I done prayed on it. I done asked God to lead me to where I'm at, and I know that I'm gonna be all right. But like I said, you gotta have a mindset, and you never know where those words of encouragement could go to our young men and our young women. And like I said, that's all it takes. And you'll be surprised. One time I was out and I had a guy, he didn't even want to be on TV, none of that. But when he realized I was out, I was in wind tears. He realized what I was doing and what I was out there doing. He said, this is a cause that I'd be on camera for. And that touched me right there. He said, and he didn't did this dirt out here. And it was sad to say, at the end of his video, he was saying that he was only alive for us to hear this message, and then he was gunned down a week later. That touched me right there.
Wow.
So like I said, we got to save our youth. And some people think like, oh, this is being, trying to get out here and do this. We don't need to do this. But I want to give a shout out to Berto Allen with Breaking the Chains, because he'll get out here too and stomp the grounds and do what he ever got to do. Even Cool Ken with Zone 15, Stop the Violence Productions. Those are some men that get out here and go full force and, whatever they got to do to save our youth as well. So I definitely want to give them a shout out and let them know that I appreciate what they're doing in the streets as well. Because like I said, if we don't save our youth, who will save our youth?
Right.
And we ain't going to have no future.
Right. And a lot of people just really just need to take a little bit of time out of their busy life. Y'all on Facebook your whole life arguing with this person. They ain't saying the person's name. All on Facebook. Certain people be doing this and certain people be doing that. Break that chain and get on out there and be a parent, because it does take a village to raise a child, and you know what's up, man. We all supposed to be in it together. We all supposed to be in the same gang. All this little separation stuff, need to cut it out, man. There's a lot of people out there like Serve, like Team Marco, and a lot of other people like Cool Ken out there doing these major things to stop the violence, man.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It only take 2 to 3 minutes out of your time. That ain't much. You don't even have to ride up on those things. Whatever you may see a group of young men, I don't care if they're at a school, bus stop, whatever the case may be, just give them a little bit of encouragement. It don't have to be the way that society has painted the negativity on our youth. It don't have to be that way. It don't have to be the way that they turn on these videos and see people getting gunned down. At the end of the day, the people on the videos, they getting up because it's just on the set and they going home. We gotta let these kids know we gotta bury these guns and save our children. That's what it's all about.
Right.
Kids got the guns are too accessible. We gotta bury these guns. I mean, the gun people are using the guns. The kids don't even know how to point and shoot. They shooting with their head turned. We gotta save these babies, and that's what it is. It's babies out here trying to shoot each other, gun each other down because they don't want to fight or because they want to fit in. Let me tell y'all something. It's better to stand out than to fit in any day. You'll get a long way by trying to stand out than fit in. And a little, some other things that Team Marco does. We're helping partner with funeral homes. We're helping pay for funerals, helping families in need during their violent loss. We help send children to school, off to college. We're helping families pay for sports activities, helping families with school shopping, helping parents and children bond, helping families pay for after-school programs, helping families pay student fees, helping families with graduations. I'm partnered with food pantries for families. I'm partnered with schools. I'm partnered with churches. I'm partnered with businesses for employment. Because when I'm out here and I'm interviewing and talking to these group of young men, they say ain't nothing for us to do, and it's really not. So if there's a company out there that's willing to hire, I don't care if they're a felon, give them a second try.
Right, because these kids are asking for jobs.
Yes, they're
right?
asking for jobs. If you see some of the footage, they want jobs, they want centers. If you don't want to open up your center 24 hours or whatever the case may be, let these children work in these centers.
Right.
We can do this, whatever it is.
Where you at with Tex?
Yes, come on, let's make it happen. We partner with
Avondale.
prisons, we partner with Job and Family Services, we partner with CYC and the Cincinnati Recreational Centers, and we even partner with therapists and counselors as well. And once again, I'm even gonna have Team Marco scholarships, and that's gonna go a long way. For whatever, like I said, whatever I can do to help these youth and to help our children by any means. Like I said, it's not about me, it's about our future, and I gotta get out there, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to save them.
Well, I tell you what, you're doing a heck of a job out there. I get to see it firsthand, but a lot of people don't get to see it. Now they're gonna get the full spectrum of exactly what you're doing out there to help Cincinnati out, man. If you ask me, Meca's doing more than the mayor. So it's the Keep It Real show, and we're gonna be right back with more info from Meca Jett after this video.